All right, then finish eating. Okay, feel free to eat. Feel free to eat. You are not on the video yet. Eat your snack. Enjoy it. Okay, I see you and you see me, but I know you see me. Okay, I see you in a small block here, in a small window I have here. And you're eating a candy. What candy is this? I'm gonna ask you, okay? After you finish it, I'm gonna ask you. And you need to explain me in English, man. This candy in English, okay? Oh, I love it. I love it, man. I went to Bahia and I learned how to do this, how to make this candy on the pressure pan. There's the pressure pan, and they taught me how to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna make you talk a little, okay? And three, two, one. Hello there, Julio. How are you, man?
Hello, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great too.
Nice. So is this uh what's the name, man? Is this milk candy? Milk candy.
Yes, yes,
Nice, nice. I love it. And I see you love it too, right?
yes, yes.
Yes, nice.
How I say them?
Okay, so
This
yeah, this is a uh
like ice cream.
yeah. So we say ice cream cone. So this is a cone.
Cone. Okay.
Cone, cone,
Cone. Okay. Cone.
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 Okay. So Julius vocab, and I have here the cone. Okay, and this is probably a sweet milk cone, sweet milk cone, or
Yes.
milk candy, milk candy cone. Difficult to translate. Actually, Julio, some things they have no translations. Some things they have no translations. And a good example is the sushi. How can we translate sushi, right? Or
Right.
how can we translate burrito? Or how can we translate acarajé? Or how can we translate tequila? Or how can we translate vodka? Or how can we translate cachaça? Or how can we translate rum? Or how can we translate uh, football? How can we translate football? It's difficult to translate football. So that's why we say football in Portuguese. Maybe that's the reason, because it's. How can I explain this, man? I mean, 90 minutes, the ball on the foot, 11 players, each team. They gotta they gotta get the objective, and the objective is the goal. And when they get it, it's a goal. Man, it's easier to say football. Football,
Yeah, yeah.
nice. And
Football is
yeah,
football. Foot. The pit.
yes, yes,
Okay.
that's it. Football, football, football. Literally, bola no pé. Literally, no other translation. No other translation. So some things they have no translations. We just need to accept them. That's it. But there are
Yeah.
some things. There are some things with explanations in English. For example, we have the. Do you like McDonald's, for example?
Yes, I like it.
Do you prefer McDonald's or Burger King?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Do
know.
you
But
prefer McDonald's?
McDonald's. Yes.
Great. The French fries. French fries from McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Great. Me too. I am a McDonald's fan. I really like this. I really like their products. I love it. And
Okay.
French fries. French fries. French from France. French is from France. Why do we call French fries fried potatoes French fries? Why? Why? That's strange. Cause In the First or the Second Great War, American soldiers, they went to Swiss, or they went to Switzerland. The correct name is Switzerland. They went to Switzerland. Switzerland, the land of chocolate and watches. You know, Switzerland.
Okay.
And there they have this habit of eating frites croquettes. Frites croquettes is fried potatoes in French. French, yes, because in Switzerland they speak French. And the American soldiers, they like it. They say, wow, that's cool, that's nice. You Swiss soldiers, you eat something cool, man. I like this dish. So they got this idea to America. And the wives, because the soldiers, they went to war. And the wives, the women, they stayed home. And the soldiers returned and they told their wives, honey, I found something cool in Switzerland. Let's try it here. And it became common in American houses, but it became famous all around the world because of McDonald's. McDonald's made the French fries famous all around the world. And actually, there is another cool thing. Hamburger. Hamburger is not exactly American. Not exactly American. This meat, this ground meat together with onion, pepper, garlic. It's a common plate. It's a common dish. It's common food in the city of Hamburg in Germany. So the immigrants, they came from Germany many years ago, bringing with them this food, this plate, the food from Hamburg, the meat from Hamburg. And considering this, they started making it common in America, the hamburger. Hamburger is the food from Hamburg. Hamburg is a city in Germany. That's nice.
Okay. Nice.
Sandwich. Why do we call sandwiches sandwiches? Why, man? That's why sandwich. It makes no sense. Why sandwich? It has no translation. Sandwich is like sushi. It's like acarajé. It's like it has no translation. We say in Brazil sandwich because we don't know how to translate sandwich. So why sandwich? There was a game, and guys, they were playing a game, cards game, and they were betting. They were putting money on the table in a bar, and a guy, an aristocrat, who was playing, aristocrat, someone with money, he was playing there, and he said, "Yo, please put a steak between two pieces of bread. I'm hungry and I can't leave this match. I can't leave this match, I'm hungry, please. Beef between bread, between two pieces of bread, two slices of bread." And people liked it. And they call it the sandwich because the person whose name was Earl Sandwich, an aristocrat, had this idea and asked this in a bar and people like it. So that's why we call sandwiches sandwiches, and hamburgers hamburgers, and French fries French fries.
Wow, wow, nice.
Wow, wow.
Very nice.
I am full. I'm full of useless knowledge. Understand?
No, who?
I am full
I am.
of useless. Do you understand useless?
No.
Do you remember homeless?
Yes.
Homeless is without a home, okay?
Okay.
Useless is without use, okay?
Okay.
So I am,
You.
yes, I am full of useless knowledge. Knowledge is information.
Okay.
I
know.
I am full of useless knowledge. Useful no useless knowledge, understand?
Oh, yes. Now I understand, but I like it. I like it. Useful.
Useless.
Useless.
Useless. Yes.
Useless.
Useful is always
Information.
good. Useful is always
Okay.
good, always necessary. Some information they are useful. Some information are useless, but they are cool to talk about sometimes. Sometimes when the student is eating and I'm giving the student time so he can eat, he can relax, and I tell some crazy stories. I just create these stories. They are not real. I'm kidding,
Wow.
man. I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm not that
Hmm.
creative, man. I'm not
Hmm.
that creative. I know these stories and some other curious stories because of the English course I work at. Every English course, they have the material. And when you work there for some years, you just understand all the material and you remember everything. And this is some of the things I remember from there. And some other things I remember from there is the chocolate history. Some other things I remember there, not exactly from there, but sometimes I asked my students to make some presentations about food. And I remember once a group of students, they had cookies for class. They brought cookies for class, chocolate chips, cookies. And they told us the story, the origin of the cookies. And I just,
Tell me about.
you want to learn it?
No, no. Tell me about the history of the
Um,
chocolate, of
okay.
cookie.
Okay, all right. So the cookie first. The cookie was an accident. Okay.
Oh,
Yes. Many inventions
okay.
they are basically accidents, and the cookie is not different. Uh, it's a recipe. People say it's from America. People say it's from America. The cookie, and they were trying to make different cakes, but
Okay.
the recipe didn't work well, and they got this
Recipe.
the recipe
What is what?
recipe
Recipe.
recipe
Res.
recipe recipe is the information or the list of ingredients
Okay. Recipe.
and steps to prepare a dish. Okay, recipe is the list of ingredients and steps to prepare a dish, a plate, food. Okay, that's the recipe. So um, they were trying to create a cake, but the recipe, the information wasn't so exact, and the result wasn't so exact either. And they got this different type of mess, different type of body. Because a cookie, when you have a cookie, you know it's not totally hard like a rock. It's not exactly totally hard, but it's not exactly totally soft like a cake. It's something in between. So the cookie
Okay.
is a mistake, but today it's something that represents America. It represents caring and love in America. That's what cookies represent. Cookies, they represent love, friendship, family time, grandmother. That's the representation of cookie today. And the chocolate, that's a nice story. And I like stories, I like accidents, but I like older stories. And the chocolate story is a nice one because the the most important people in the Aztec society, they use it to have a drink made from cocoa tree, made from the cocoa fruit. Cocoa or cacao. There are two pronunciations,
Okay.
cocoa or cacao. They use it to drink this juice from cocoa. And this juice was not exactly what we drink today because they had no sugar. So it was a little bitter. It was bitter, understand? I don't know if you like bitter chocolate. I like bitter chocolate. Okay, we have sweet chocolate and we have bitter chocolate. For example, 98% cocoa, 70% cocoa.
Okay.
Some people don't like it. I like it, but that's just taste. But that's something we can understand. We can picture something similar to the drink they had. They had something like this, something full cocoa, something 80%, 90%, 100% cocoa probably. So this was a drink for the important class. But someday in time, sometime in history, the white men came from Europe. And they found this drink curious and they like it. But they put a little sugar on it. And sugar on that time was from beet. It wasn't from sugar cane. It was from beet. You know beet. Beet is that purple vegetable.
Okay.
Sugar was from beet, and they put that sugar from beet on this drink, on this cocoa drink, and they created the sweet cocoa drink, something very similar to chocolate today. And it became famous and popular all around the world, but of course, at that time it was something precious, rare. Just the rich people had it. Today it's easier to find it on drugstores and some places in Brazil. But there are some countries they have no chocolate. They don't understand the idea of chocolate. Many countries who get the cocoa, many countries with many cocoa trees, the population there is very poor and they survive because of the cocoa. But many people there, they have never tried chocolate. Many people there. They get the trees, they get the plants, the fruits from the trees, and they give us chocolate, but they've never tried it. Because, world is a crazy place. World is a crazy place, and something that's common, easy to get for us, it's not so common, so easy to get in other places. And that's the story on chocolate. And many other stories, man. Stories about space exploration, stories about, oh man, I like that. I like that. Curious things, understand?
Yes, yes.
I like,
I like that too.
for example, I was watching yesterday Star Trek because I finished this Brazilian series. And when I finished it, I was like, it's not you, Siri? My phone thought I was talking to the phone. Anyways, I finished this Brazilian series about the folklore. I like it. I'm waiting for the second season already, of course, because it's a great series. And then I started Star Trek, the new one created by Netflix, and I love it. And I watched 3 episodes in a row. And I finished it at 3 a.m., I think. And I just love it. Because on this episode, they use so many references about other things, about philosophers, about writers. For example, the first or second episode was all about Sun Tzu, I think. Sun Tzu, The Art of War, I think. And they were using all the references there to explain about the enemy and how the enemy understand the Federation. Man, just so nice, so nice. I think I'm a nerd and live long and prosper now. I saw these things there and I understood the old references they use. Because I am watching a new version of Star Trek. Based, of course, on the old one. And I tried to watch the old one, but I had no patience to do it. Because the episodes are rather long. They are very long. And the episodes today, they have the same time. They are 50 minutes long. But today, things happen in a different time. For example, when you watch a movie today, it happens faster. You have more situations, more, not necessarily action, but it's faster compared to movies from the 70s, the 60s. You understand this, right?
Okay.
So this Star Trek thing is faster, and I love it to watch. And that's it. I think I'm watching series again.
Yes.
After a long time, I'm watching series again. That's okay. I think that's fine. All right, man.
Great.
So you tell me about your day now. I talked for 20 minutes straight. Wow, no pauses talking. But man, classes, that's a conversation class. You need to talk to.
Okay.
And I just saw your story. You flew today.
Yes.
You are Batman.
Yes.
You're Batman. All right, Batman, tell me, how was the flight?
Um, it was not great because the weather is not good today. Uh, it don't have strong
Wind.
and I wind, yes, and I make a little flight,
And I had a short flight.
yes, and I had a short flight.
Yes, because when you talk about flights, I understand that a flight, it's about how high you go and how long you are in the air, right?
Okay,
So probably,
right.
I believe the best characteristic to give a flight is about time. I had a long flight, or I had a long flight, or I had a short flight. Understand?
Okay, yes, short
Yes, I
or
believe it's
long.
more objective than little. Understand?
Okay, okay, you're right.
How long were
Mm.
you in air?
14 minutes, like
For
this.
14 or 40?
40,
40 minutes. 40 minutes.
yes.
Okay. And how high did you go?
Um, 100 meters
One.
above the, the, the top of the mountain.
Okay, all right. 100 meters above the top of the mountain. Great. Okay. So you got high after taking off. You got kind of high.
You got,
You
I
got
don't know.
after taking off, after
Yes,
going up, you got kind of high. 100 meters above the. It's kind of high or not high?
not high, not high,
Not high. Okay.
not high.
And
I can,
yes.
I can 1,000
Oh,
above.
okay. Okay.
It's right.
Okay.
I
1,000 is usually your objective.
yes, yes,
When you are 1,000 meters, is it meters?
meters.
So 1 kilometer above the air, this is a good signal that you can go far away, right? You can go,
Yes,
you
right,
you can try to reach further destinations, right?
right, right.
Okay.
Because 1,000 change for 10, 10 kilometers of distance.
Okay. All right. Yes, you can go 10 kilometers on a line, for example.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Okay. 10 kilometers. And 10 kilometers, that's a long distance.
It's a long distance.
Long distance.
Pode continuar.
E aí, Julio?
Tudo bom? Tudo bom, graças a Deus.
Por favor.
Nice.
He is Clara's father.
Okay, so he is your father-in-law.
Father-in-law, yes.
He's your father-in-law. That's a cool name, right?
Good name.
That's a cool name. Mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Understand?
Understand?
And we have some connected member, connected relative that are the stepfather, for example.
Stepfather is adopt.
Kind of
No.
adopted. For
Okay,
example,
okay.
my mother got married again, and the guy is my stepfather,
Okay.
stepmother, stepbrother, stepsister.
Okay.
Understand? This is good for you, because maybe, considering you are a lawyer, probably many cases they involve some sister-in-law or brother-in-law or stepfather, probably, right?
Yes. Yes. You're right.
And I believe,
Many.
considering we are in Brazil, and that's just something I'm curious about. Considering you are in Brazil, there are many cases of single mothers, right?
Right.
And for example, they ask for the pension.
Yes.
Is it a common case for you, considering we are in Brazil? And
Yes, a common case
common case.
For children and for ex-wife.
Ex-wife, ex-wife,
Yes.
actually ex-wife singular, ex-wives plural.
Wife. Wife. Wives in
Yes,
plural.
yes.
Okay.
In English, we have this. When we have a singular with F, the F becomes V. Wife becomes wives.
Okay.
Self becomes selves. For example, myself, ourselves.
Okay.
Okay, you fly by yourself. You fly alone, you fly by yourself. But sometimes you are in a group of friends, and you guys, you fly by yourselves.
Yourselves. Okay.
Yourselves. Other example is the
Great.
wolf. The other example is the wolf. The wolf, the plural of wolf is wolves.
Wow.
And we have some other exceptions on plural. For example, tooth becomes
I don't knew this correctly.
I didn't know.
I didn't know. Okay.
You didn't know about this?
Yes, I didn't know.
Okay, all right. We have, for example, tooth and teeth. Tooth, and teeth.
Okay.
Okay? We have
Okay.
also the foot and the feet.
Teeth.
And we have other plurals, and this is the other irregular, just 3 irregular plurals, just 3. Oh no, we have man. Yeah, we have man and men. We have woman and women. Okay.
The pronunciation is same.
No, it's a little different. Oh, oops. Man and man. I'm sorry.
With A.
Yes, I'm sorry. My bad, okay? Man and men. Man and men. For example, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, and X-Men. X-Men. It's very similar, but one is man.
Yes.
The other is men. Man, men.
Okay.
Man, men. Okay?
Okay.
It's slightly different. It's slightly different. Woman, women. This is very different from each other. Woman and women. Okay? But the other irregular plural is with this, for example. Child becomes children.
Children.
Brother in Old English was brethren. In Old English, for example, when you read the Bible, for example, and it's not a new translation. When you read the Bible and it's an old translation from 20, 30 years ago, for example, or older, of course, they don't use brothers. They use brethren. Brethren is the plural of brothers. Understand?
Okay, I got it. Now is there brothers?
Yes, now people use brothers.
Okay.
But I like to talk about brethren because maybe you have a situation and you're going to see this word, and maybe it's on this very famous book, the Bible. Maybe it's on another book.
Okay.
And I believe, considering the Bible is one of the most famous books in the world, or maybe the most famous book in the world, it's good to bring some examples from there, because people know this as a reference. No matter what religion, they use that as a reference. And just an example, the name of Jesus is the same in Portuguese. It's the same writing, it's the same spelling, J-E-S-U-S. J-E-S-U-S. But the pronunciation is different. Portuguese, we say something. In English, we say Jesus. A little different. And other examples in the Bible, for example, we have the Jesus and his 12 friends, right?
Yes.
And the names are similar. For example, John is similar in Portuguese, or Luke is similar in Portuguese, or Peter It's similar in Portuguese. Or Judah. It's similar in Portuguese, okay? But one name is a little different, and that's the name here, James. James is totally different. Do you have any idea who James is in Portuguese? James is Tiago. Tiago. James is Tiago. Okay? So now you can understand the 007 agent in a different way. You understand the 007 agent?
Yes.
The 007
It's
agent.
James Bond.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a Tiago Bond.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
It. I believe you're never going to forget this. The 007 is how we say in English 007. In Portuguese, we say 007 or James Bond.
Okay.
But in English, they say 007. 007. Okay?
Okay.
And that's a good movie for you to practice your general British accent. General. Not a specific. General. And I think we talked about it, right?
No.
No, we didn't? All right. Because, for example, in the United States, we have many different... In Brazil, we have many different types of accents. We have the accent from, you know, all the states here.
Yes.
Baguripa, como é polenta.
I want to speak with Texas accent.
Oh, you want to try the Texas accent?
Yes. Do you see the video about one day in the Texas, one week in the Texas?
I know this meme. But I think I didn't see about Texas.
Yes, why? The accent, Texas accent is a original, man.
Okay. All right.
It's nice, man.
I like it. I like the Texas accent.
Yeah.
I'm not good at doing this, but I like it.
Okay.
Yes. United States, yes.
Yes, please.
United States has many different areas with many different accents, of course. But when you watch a general American movie, you don't have many specific accents, but sometimes you are lucky to have some characters from Texas or from New York or from Orlando or from, not Orlando exactly, Florida, Miami, for example. You are lucky, so you can compare the accents. That's good to compare accents. Because maybe, depending on your English level, someday you can try to speak considering one or other accent. That's possible to do.
With my English, I don't compare accents.
Okay.
I cannot separate English, American English, and
British English. You can't? You think you can't?
Yeah, I can't.
When you watch videos, for example, you don't know the difference.
I don't know the difference.
You know the difference, man.
Maybe a little difference, but in general, for me, something.
Usually, when I show you some videos before the homework, I try to put people from many places. Usually, I use Americans because I believe, that's just something I believe. I believe the American English is the most common in the planet because of songs, music, movies, you know, all the entertainment we have. And I believe if I show you a video from an American speaking and from a Britain person speaking, a British person, you are going to notice the difference.
Yeah, maybe.
But perhaps, but considering your English right now, it makes no difference for you. It's good right now to make you understand every type of English we have. But let's consider my situation and your situation. I am your biggest reference about English right now because I am the person you have the most contact with. You are with me 3 hours a week speaking English. and I speak clear American English. The English I speak is American English. So this is the reference you know. And when you watch videos from American speakers, Will Smith, for example, that's easier for you to understand. But if you watch a video from someone from Britain, from the UK, it's a little more difficult for you to understand. Adele,
Okay.
for example, or I don't know. But if you watch any 007 movie, it's easier for you to understand. Why? Because they use general British accents there. It's not specific.
Okay.
It's not specific.
Okay.
Maybe you have a situation, you are watching a video on YouTube about soccer, about football and hooligans. Okay? You know hooligans?
Yes, I know.
Great. So hooligans, they are a great example of different types of English, different types of accent. Hooligans are groups of people who cheer up for a team. And sometimes they are aggressive, but that's not the point. The point is they are from specific regions. They are from specific areas. Like Tupi and Cruzeiro, or whatever, Corinthians and Inter. They are from specific regions. They are proud of it. People who cheer for Inter and Grêmio, they speak like that. We know they speak like that. And they are proud of it. And they don't want to change it. Because they are from there, and they have a history there, and they have their teams there. And in São Paulo, same thing. I am Corinthians. I'm proud of it. And I am from São Paulo. Don't mess with me. That's the idea. I'm not saying they are good or bad people. They are just proud of their origins. They're proud of their cities. They're proud of their teams. And when you see someone like this from England, from the UK, they don't help you explaining things in easier English. They because they are proud of their culture. Understand? So if you're talking about soccer with them, they are going to use their energy, and they are going to use their English and their accent and their culture to express themselves. And it doesn't help. It doesn't happen in a movie, in a 007 movie. Because in a 007 movie, everybody's from England. Because everybody around the world is going to watch that movie. So they don't need to be too specific from a city or a neighborhood in England, from London, whatever. No, that's not necessary. Everybody's going to watch the movie. So why make it difficult? Why make it difficult for people to understand? It makes no sense. Understand?
Yes, I got it.
That's a point on accents.
Yes.
But the secret to understand any accent, and this is what I tell all of my students, some of them believe it, some of them don't believe it, but I truly believe it. The secret to understand any type of English is the grammar. The grammar.
Yes.
The grammar is the basic structure. When you understand grammar well, when you understand the basic connectors and variants, it's not necessarily about vocabulary or accent. No, it's about the structure. When you understand this basic structure, if someone is speaking with you in English using this structure, you are going to understand the person. Maybe the sounds are difficult to get in the first minutes, in the first 2-3 minutes, but after 2-3 minutes, you are going to get used to the different sounds and put these sounds in the structure, and you're going to understand them. English from Australia, Jamaica, England, whatever, Canada, whatever. Or better use, wherever this English comes from, it doesn't matter because you know the structure. And this is curious because when I was in the United States, I had the chance to talk to an Australian. I had an Australian person in front of me, and it was impossible for me to understand him. Impossible. And I was in the United States. I was living there. I was using English every day, but American English. Then, 2 years ago, I had the chance to go to a wedding, a ceremony wedding, with an
Okay.
with an Australian girl. I was the translator for this girl because a friend of us, a common friend of me and of hers, got married, and she came to this wedding from Australia, and I was her translator. I was helping her, and because I am a teacher for some years already, because I teach about this structure every day to my students, it was simple, stupid to understand her. So that's
Okay.
the difference. When I was in the United States, I was used to the sounds in the United States, pronounces, sounds, accent in America, but I wasn't so good with the structure. All these details I need to understand to teach. And after getting used to this structure, after using this structure for so many years, any type of English for me today, it's easier to understand. And that's what I tell my students. Hey, students, pay attention to the grammar. Pay attention to the grammar. Try to understand the order of the elements. Try to understand this, because if you understand this, it's simpler. It's easier for you to speak the language. And that's something I tell my students, but I tell myself too, because I am studying a language with a different structure. And when I understand this structure, it's easier for me to speak it and to understand it. For example, when I speak Japanese, I need to forget the articles. They don't exist in Japanese. In Japanese, we don't say the, a, and. They do not exist in Japanese. So when I speak Japanese, I need to remember this. Because if I remember this, it's simpler. If I remember this, I don't need to think about it. If I remember this, it's going to be natural when I speak Japanese, not use the connectors, the articles. Understand?
Okay. Okay. I got it.
That's something I'm telling my students because, to be honest with you, I'm learning a lot. As a teacher, learning Japanese, understand? On this process of learning a new language, I am learning a lot of things as a teacher. Things that now I see from your perspective. Now I am
Yes.
again in your shoes. I am in your shoes, Julio. I am in the shoes of all of my students because now I am again on this website here, on this platform. I am a gakusei. Nihongo gakusei. So I am in your position in a class that the sensei, the teacher, don't use my native language. He doesn't use it.
Okay.
So I understand now when you or anyone is lost. But now,
Yes.
you're not lost anymore. Now you're not lost
Yes.
anymore. Now you follow me, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
you follow me. If I
Uh,
yeah,
maybe 100% or 99.
maybe, but it depends on the
Maybe.
topic.
It depends of the topic and depends you speed.
Depends on my
Speed.
speed. It depends on my speed. But
Yes.
honestly speaking, Julio, when I speak English, I don't speak fast. When I speak to a native, for example, I don't speak fast. And there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that. I learned English in Oregon. I didn't learn English in New York, for example. So I see no reason to speak fast and aggressive English. I see no reason for that. Because I
Okay.
learned in a state where people are so relaxed and so calm. And they speak English pretty much like this. Of course, they speak a little faster, but that's not the point. They are calm compared to New Yorkers, for example. They're calmer. Understand?
Okay. Yes.
And that's
I
that's that's a cool point for my students. You don't need to speak fast. Just connect the
yes.
words. Connecting the words, that's the secret. That's the secret. If you want people to understand you, just connect. Connect the fucking words. That's the secret. That's it. Connecting the words. Understand? When I speak English, I have no pauses. I have no breaks, no space between the words, right?
Right.
And am I speaking fast? No. So, can you do it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you can. Okay, and I'm here to teach you this.
Okay.
And maybe you have the chance to speak to an American who speaks slower than you. Maybe you are going to find a person who speaks slower than you, and it's pretty much an American. And you are going to see by yourself that speaking English is not necessarily speaking fast. No. And let's take a good example we have in Brazil, the Baianos. The Baianos, they don't speak fast, and we understand them, right?
Yes.
That's a good example. That is a good example. And in Minas, we don't finish the words, and people understand us.
Yes.
So, why is speaking fast when you are speaking English? Why? Makes no sense. Why finishing the words? Why? That's not necessary either. That's not necessary either. Understand?
Yes.
That's another important point. Don't finish the word. Connect the end of the word to the next word.
Okay.
Got it?
I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
Okay. You seem a little tired. You seem a little tired.
Yes, I'm very tired.
You're very tired,
Yeah.
man. Don't be tired, okay? Man, I have here something I know you didn't do, but let's do it together, okay?
Okay.
So you are going to open the link, share the screen with me, and we are going to do it. Or maybe, if you want, if you are destroyed or exhausted, we don't need to do this together right now. It's up to you.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Because you are more talkative. Today you are calmer. But I understand. I saw your story. I understand.
I have Drew. You know.
You what?
I have a Drew. A medicine.
Oh, you took a
For
medicine. You took a medicine.
Yes. Yes.
You took a medicine for pain?
Or sick.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. One of the side effects is to get sleepy.
Yes.
All right. Did you take Dramine?
Yes.
Yeah. Dramine destroys me.
Yes.
When I have Dramine, I have no option. I gotta go to bed.
That's it.
But you can do it.
I'm open the, and I share.
Share the screen
That's it?
with me. Share the screen with me.
Okay. Let's go. Share screen. Okay. It's different now.
Really?
Yes.
How different?
Share screen. Not tips again. Why? I can. I can share.
You cannot share? No? All right. Okay,
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
You see?
I see it.
Yes.
So
That's
this is just a review on past. You don't need to read this
Okay.
text, okay?
Okay.
These are some answers you answered already. I just want to make sure you answer it correctly, okay?
Okay.
So let's go.
Did you go to the party yesterday? Affirmative. Yes. I went to the party yesterday.
Very good. Next.
That's it?
Very good.
Did you go to downtown?
Oops, did you go downtown?
Did you go downtown? Yes, I went go to downtown.
I went downtown. Go is already went.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Did you buy milk in the supermarket? I bought milk in the supermarket.
Very good. Next.
Bought.
Bought.
Bought. Okay. Did you did you use the computer last night? Last night? Yes. Uh, Always I I ask it. Eu respondo ao answer with yes or not.
Okay, so on this exercise, if you want correct answers, it's better to put yes.
Okay.
On the options I wrote for you. But when you are speaking English, it's not necessary. Okay?
Okay. How I say the use in the past?
It's regular. It's regular.
Regular. Okay. Yes, I used the computer last night.
Very good. Next.
Did you stay at the club for 2 hours? Yes, I'm stayed.
I
At the
stayed.
club.
Don't say I'm stayed.
Okay. I stayed at the club for 2 hours.
Great.
Did you go to the party yesterday? No, I didn't go to the party yesterday.
Very good. Next.
Did you go downtown? No, I didn't go downtown. Did you buy milk in the supermarket? No, I didn't buy milk in the supermarket. Did you use the computer last night? No, I didn't use the computer last night. Did you stay at the club for 2 hours? No, I didn't stay at the club for 2 hours.
Very good.
Next one.
Next, please.
Okay. I went to Miami Beach 2 years ago.
Very good. Next.
I got up, brushed my teeth, and went to work.
Perfect. Next.
She lost all her documents.
Very good. Next.
I already saw that movie.
Very good. Next.
How long did you stay at the hotel?
Very good. Next.
Did you go to church last weekend?
Very good. Next.
On my last birthday, I got many presents.
Very good. Next.
The verb I went shopping yesterday.
Very good. Next.
I sent a letter to my parents.
Very good. Next.
She stayed at the club all day long.
Very good. Next.
Did you sleep well last night?
Very good. Next.
Okay.
You have a question.
I don't use past of sleep because have a did.
Exactly. Did is already put in the sentence in the past.
Okay. That's next. Need to study more. I think I need to study more.
Very good. Next.
Travel. Last weekend, travel to China.
No.
No.
Because if you say last weekend traveled to China, where is the subject? Where is the person? I need a person.
Okay. So, did you ever travel to the China?
Very good. Ni hao. Next.
Yeah. Do you check your emails? How often do you check your emails?
It's not check, it's check. Check.
How often do you check your emails?
Very good. Next.
Okay. I think Tokyo is a beautiful city.
Tokyo. Repeat.
Tokyo. I think Tokyo is a beautiful city.
Very good. Next.
Last weekend I visited. Yes, correct?
I visited. I visited.
I visited. Yeah. Last weekend I visited my parents.
Very good. Next.
Is she going to rent a car? Yes. She goes to rent a car.
She is going to rent a car. Okay. She's going to rent a car.
She is. Okay. She is. Do you swim well? Yes. I swim well.
I swim well.
I swim well.
Very good. Next.
Did you speak with your boss? Yes. I speak with my boss.
I spoke with my boss.
Yes. You're right. I spoke with my boss.
Very good. Next.
Do you want another cup of coffee? Yes. I want another cup of coffee.
Very good. Next.
Did you sleep last night? Yes, I slept.
I slept well last night.
Slept is a regular verb.
It's irregular. Slept. Slept.
Slept. Yes. I slept well last night.
Great. Next.
Is she going to rent a car? She. I don't remember. She not going to rent a car.
She is not going to rent a car.
She is not going to rent a car. Okay. Do you swim well? Do you swim well? No, I'm not swimming well.
I don't swim well.
I don't swim well because have a do.
Yes, it's in the present.
Did you speak with your boss? No, I didn't speak with my boss.
Very good. Next.
Do you want another cup of coffee? No, I don't want another cup of coffee.
Very good. Next.
Did you sleep well last night? I didn't sleep well last night.
Very good, Julio. So, Julio, this is about balance. Okay, this is about putting things on a correct order. And if you did something already, for example, with did, if you use did or didn't, you don't need to put anything else in the past anymore. Okay? This is just to make sure that you understand the structure of the past. I know when we are talking about a story in the past, when we are talking about something that happened 2 years ago or yesterday, we forget to put the verbs in the past. I know it happens, but that's just an alert for you. That homework, that review was just something to remind you, okay? To put you back on track, to put you back on the road, on the correct way when you're talking about the past, okay? And sometimes, if you forget the past, if it's regular or irregular, most of the verbs are regular. So put ed in the end, and maybe it's correct. Probably it's correct. Maybe, not always, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Julio, that's it for today, okay? You go relax, man. Rest. You deserve it. And I'll see you on Friday, okay?
On Friday. Okay.
You have a great
See you.
night. Excellent
Thank you for
Thursday.
class.
Yeah, sure, no problem, man. It's a pleasure. And I'll see you on Friday, all right?
All right. Yes.
Great. See you later, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for your attention and
See
for
you.
coming to class.
Thank you for you. No problem.
Sure. All right. Oh.